Hello and welcome to CTI Group's YouTube channel. Today we have another episode of our Executive Outlook series. We highlight different executives in the industry to keep you updated on what is happening with the cruise lines you work for, or wish to work for in the future. For this episode, we would like to thank Porthole Cruise Magazine for contributing with interviews from their cruise control series. Bill Panoff, editor-in-chief of the magazine, interviewed the president and CEO of Norwegian Cruise Line, Sommer, about their brand new ship, the Prima. The ship was announced on May 12 to be the first of 6 in NCL's new Prima Class for the cruise line. The breathtaking design of the ship allows for more space on board, along with having gorgeous architecture and artistry. In the interview, Sommer explains some of the planning and excitement in creating such a wonderful ship. So, let's get on to the interview.
Bill Panoff here with Porthole Cruise and Travel. Norwegian Cruise Line revealed its newest ship, the Norwegian Prima. And wow, will this be an exciting ship. After waiting 10 years for NCL to release a new class of ship, the first of 6 ships will be 960 feet long, 142,500 gross tons, and able to accommodate 3,215 guests at double occupancy. Here to talk more about the exciting news is the president and CEO, Sommer. Harry, great to have you here and congratulations.
Well, Bill, thank you so much. We're super excited and thank you for having me on your show.
Of all the things happening right now, tell us what's the most exciting thing about the Prima class ships?
You know, I can't narrow it to one, but I'll narrow it to 2. I'll try to do this in 2 key points. You know, number one, we're really excited about the space. You know, we went out to design a ship that gives our guests more space everywhere, more space in their staterooms, more space in the public areas, more outdoor space. And we think we really succeeded. This ship has the highest, what we call in the industry, space ratio of any of the ships in the premium and contemporary market. And it really shows. It's not just on paper. We actually actualized it in an experience that's going to be great for our guests. So we think our guests are going to be super excited. I mean, to put it in perspective for our fleet, the ship is just a couple of points smaller than Breakaway and Getaway, but she holds about 800 less passengers. So if you can just imagine the sheer variety of amenities and things that we've been able to accomplish on the ship, some of which we can talk about today, some of which we'll talk about in the next few months. It's been simply incredible. The second thing that we're excited is really around design and beauty. So this is the first ship that Frank Del Rio, our group CEO, has been able to design from scratch for the NCL brand. And obviously he has an incredible reputation designing beautiful ships for our 2 sister brands, Oceania and Regent. They're simply stunning. And the work that we've done with our creative teams, architects, interior designers, really led by Frank, is nothing short of stunning. So I was in Italy last week to view the mock-ups, the public spaces, the restaurants, the outdoor spaces, and it's just simply stunning. So I think this combination of space, amenities, beautiful style is really, it really elevates NCL to the next level.
One of the most popular spots on Norwegian ships, obviously, is the Haven. And on board the Norwegian Prima, it sounds like it will be more exclusive and private than the Breakaway Plus class ships. Is that something the guests will value?
You know, we think so. You know, we've had rave reviews from the Haven on all the ships. I think 11 of our ships in the fleet currently have a Haven complex, this ship within a ship concept where guests have their own private lounge and restaurants and butler and concierge service and really get treated to a 5-star plus experience. Our guests really are happy. And you know, the only challenge we have is sometimes we're sold out. And we said, okay, if we get to start with well, not sometimes, we're always sold out of the Haven. Sometimes we sell it like super quickly. And if we got to design this from scratch, we can make a much larger percentage of the ship. So this is by far our largest Haven complex. It's going to span over 7 decks. In a self-enclosed area in the back of the ship with private elevators. It really takes it to the next level.
What led you to the decision to include a food hall style marketplace on board the Norwegian Prima?
You know, Norwegian has always been well known for having a huge variety of dining options. I think on some of our newer ships like the Encore Bliss Joy, we have up to 30 dining options for a guest, which on a typical 7-day cruise is is really unprecedented. It allows them to have like 4 meals a day and never repeat, which we really like. And we said, okay, how can we take that to the next level? So we will still have a large number of regular and specialty restaurants on board, although we're only announcing the first 3 of our specialty restaurants as part of this announcement. And in order to give guests even more upscale food choices, we didn't want to just improve the buffet. Buffets are nice, but buffets, the quality of food can only get to a certain level. We wanted to give people a much more upscale area where guests have food choice. So we took the entire back third of Deck 8 and have turned it into an indoor and outdoor venue with lots of these choices. And this, again, this is not buffet food. This is freshly prepared food for our guests. We're going to have Q, which is our restaurant concept we have for barbecue. We're going to have Latin. We're going to have Spanish tapas. We're going to have a Starbucks there. We're really pleased with our partnership with Starbucks for our guests that like that fix. We're going to have dessert bars, ice cream, healthy salad places, really anything guests can imagine. So if you can think about 11 dining options, plus 3 specialty restaurants in the middle of the ship, Las Lobos, our Mexican restaurant, Anda by Scarpetta, our Italian restaurant, and the Local, which is sort of our casual British type pub there. So 14 dining choices just on one half of one deck. You can imagine this is really going to be an extraordinary experience for our guests of upscale places to eat.
Harry, you're getting me very, very hungry. Honestly, my mouth is watering.
I think we talked about this the last time we got together, but one of the burdens of my job is they call me in to do food tastings. So I've been able to taste the new menus on about half of these venues already. And I can tell you, they are going to be outstanding. I can't wait to welcome guests on board next August to experience this themselves.
Is there an extra seat at that table by any chance?
Bill, you are always invited to come, Bill. So that
would be amazing. That would be really cool, actually.
Yeah. No, I think so. I think so. And it's really this combination of, great food, great ambiance. You can envision 270 degrees of sea view, both sides of the ship, plus the back, indoor and outdoor seating. It's really going to be something special.
Of all the restaurants on the Prima, what new restaurant are you the most excited for in particular?
I'm a huge fan of Indian. It's really a concept. A lot of these concepts, we've done some version of them on our other vessels. So, I love Q, I love tapas, I love Las Lobos, I love Anda. But if your question is specifically on new, I'm a huge fan of Indian, and we always had a few Indian options in the buffet, which are nice. But this is a genuine, Indian part of this upscale food hall. And my wife doesn't enjoy Indian, so I don't get to have it often in my private life at home. So I'll look forward to enjoying it on the ship.
Indeed. Open spaces seem to be a very important concept in the design of the Norwegian Prima. Can you describe the process of making more space in an environment where space is usually at a premium?
Sure. I think it really starts with what your view on the guest experience should be. And, we've seen so many new builds recently that have just tried to pack on more and more and more cabins and really limit the space to what I would sort of call this indoor mall type concept, where everything is sort of inward looking and with a little glitzy. And we didn't want that same experience for NCL. We opted for fewer cabins and more outdoor space because we believe people take cruises to see the ocean and see the beautiful ocean and land views as we approach ports each day. And we really think we succeeded. So, this concept of not only having a lot of deck space on the top deck, which most ships have, but also creating this large square footage of outdoor space on Deck 8. Which we're terming Ocean Boulevard, I think is really going to be stunning as well. So we actually have 40,000 square feet of outdoor space surrounding the entirety of Deck 8. The indulged food hall that we talked about. We have infinity pools and an area that we're calling the Infinity Beach, which is the area around our numerous infinity pools. We have glass bottom walkways on both sides towards the front. We have a $2 million sculpture garden where we have original artwork, which is simply stunning. And then we have a section in front, a quiet section in front for sitting and just viewing the outdoors towards the front of the ship. And we think this combination of spaces is really going to make this the new happening place. So we'll still have a lovely pool deck, which we're not talking too much about today. And we'll have, lots of the amenities and excitement that we're known for in our top deck. But this is really a slightly more quiet and upscale area on deck 8, which we think our guests will enjoy. And then we've also added more outdoor space for our Haven complex. So we have a separate pool area, spa, and a separate infinity pool on the aft of the ship for Haven, all the way up on deck 17 and 18, which I think our guests will appreciate as well.
Sure. The new ship will have 13 unique suite categories, including a 3-bedroom stateroom. Why so many?
Well, NCL is all about delivering choice. We want to give our guests choice to stay in the stateroom suite category that's right for them, and we think we hit it here. So listen, the majority of our staterooms are going to be the standard outside balcony staterooms as you'd have in any ship, but in the upscale space, we really want to give our guests the choice to find the accommodation that works best for them. And I'm going to tell you, Bill, I think we shared some of the renderings. I think the suites
they're gorgeous.
Are just, thank you. I'm glad you said it.
No, they're absolutely so tastefully done, really. Well, kudos to your team there, for sure. The hull of the ship, and painting the hull obviously is a staple with Norwegian. Italian graffiti artist Manuel Dorito was tasked with creating the hull art. How did that partnership come to be? I think he's originally from Venetian, if I remember correctly.
So we have a full-time art connoisseur purveyor on our staff. That works directly with myself and Frank Del Rio and Robin Lindsay, who does our ship operations and works with us on a regular basis. And her job in its entirety is to scour the earth to find the best art for our fleet of what will soon be 23 ships. And because we have a full-time person doing this, she really has the opportunity to look at lots and lots of different options. So I remember going through the process with her and Robin and Frank earlier in the year, where she presented like 4 or 5 different options. And I got to tell you, all fantastic. We in fact, we like them so much. We didn't only pick the hull artist for our first Prima ship. We also picked the hull artist for our second ship, which we're not announcing yet. But she gave us such good options that we got 2 done. And the work that Peter did just is visually stunning. And when I was in Italy last week, I had an opportunity to actually visit his studios. And it's really strange times. Like normally one wouldn't pick art on Zoom. But unfortunately, back in January and February, not too many people were traveling, so we had to. So, you go into your studio, you go, well, I really hope it looks as good in person as it did on the Zoom meeting that we did, and I was just blown away because there's a certain 3D aspect to it that you really only see when it's live. So while the renderings are nice, you will really get the full impact of it when you see it in person, not just on the side of the ships, but the hull art goes up the superstructure in the front of the ship as well. It's really going to be stunning. Cool. I think this is something that NCL is known for. And like with many other things, we've now on the Prima taken it to the next level.
The first sailings start in the UK and then head to the Caribbean and then to Northern Europe. Which itinerary are you mostly looking forward to?
The christening. I can't wait for the christening. Although I don't think we're announcing what that christening itinerary is yet. It's going to be absolutely stunning. So I'm looking forward to that. But, I think the key thing is not so much what I'm looking forward to. Since this is the first of 6 ships in its class, we wanted to get this ship to as many places as possible. So we're going to be doing, I guess you would call them familiarization cruises for our media partners and our trade partners out of Amsterdam, Southampton, New York, Miami, Port Canaveral, Galveston, which is a first for us, and really allow us to showcase this ship I think New York, if I didn't mention it, and really showcase this ship in so many different places to the widest possible audience. We want our guests, travel agent partners, and our media friends to really be excited and be able to see this firsthand. So we look forward to that.
Well, the readers and the viewers of Porthole are super excited. The industry's excited. Everyone's excited about the launch. Harry Sommer, President and CEO of NCL, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Bill.
Once again, thank you to Porthole Magazine's Cruise Control and Bill Panoff for the great interview. What an incredible ship! With all the wonderful new features, it will surely be a great addition to NCL's fleet. Are you excited about the Prima? We know we are. Let us know what your favorite thing about the ship is in the comments. And don't forget to share this video and give us a like while you're at it. Subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to be updated whenever we release new content. That is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.